going 68 miles an hour on the interstate right now, pulling a hay wagon. It is not whipping at all. Just love these wagons. All right, I dropped the wagon off. Dad's raking hay. It's not quite as dry as we were hoping, so I'm gonna run over to another field and see how dry that is. See if maybe we can square bale that today. This is my kind of weather. Crunchy. This is one of my least favorite things though, trying to make the decision about what to do on any given day with hay. I think it's good to go. It just needs to breathe a little bit. We'll get the rake going on it and we'll know in a couple hours if we can bale it or not. Somebody needs to make a candle, a raked hay candle. Thank you. You bet, thanks. Looking good, Dad. They've lightened up on the fries a little bit. We'll definitely be able to square bale that today, I think. I don't think we're probably gonna round bale anything today.
It's gonna dry up pretty darn fast. Why do you want me to rake loops?
However you can, I guess.
Okay, straight north and south.
Well,
or east and west, I mean.
What do you think of this stuff, Benny? I mean, don't look at this.
I think what little moisture is there will dissipate pretty quick.
I'm on the way down to Dad's and I'm gonna grab the Oliver loader tractor quick and run and get the baler and head to town so we can start making some square bales. We learned an important lesson about gasoline the other night checking the cows at the pasture with Dad's Polaris Ranger, and that lesson is you should always have enough of it before you take off with something. I love these conversion kits for the gas cans that have the government mandated spill it all over your arm device. This kind of turns them back into an old school gas can and they actually work right. Well, on the way up here with the baler and the wagon, the tractor started running like a two-legged dog with his shoelaces tied together. We had this problem a little bit last time we were baling and it was kind of off and on, and now it's on. I figured out what the problem is. It's not good. The intake manifold has got a big crack in it, and if you look real close, you can see that somebody's welded it before and the weld came back undone. So what this is doing, I think, is just letting a bunch of extra air in and messing up the fuel to air ratio. As you can see, the exhaust manifold is not in much better shape. It's got a crack in it right there. Those two items are both going to have to be replaced, but I am hoping that I can get by and get the hay baled today, because if we can't, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I guess we'll have to try to put the 1066 on the baler. It doesn't work very good, but fingers crossed we're going to be able to get these wagons loaded with this tractor today. Yeah, this is nice and dry. This is going to be good. Just absolutely beautiful. Well, I told my brother there was no giant hurry to get baling earlier because it seemed like the hay was a little bit damp, and I probably should have told him there was a moderate hurry because he's not here yet. I guess I'm just gonna take a nap. All right, naps are nice, but I can't wait any longer. I'm gonna pull in and sort of get started by myself. This is probably not the most efficient way to do this. My brother wanted to stop because he knew I was getting thirsty.
Oh, you sissy.
What?
What? What? Hard work driving that tractor.
It is insane.
My math is right, that's 180.
This is excellent. Gotta love when the beverages show up.
This one actually might have been wet on one end.
It's going to the goats. It'll be fine. All right, 2 loads down, 1 load to go.
You actually gonna work for once?
Work? What are you talking about? I'm here to drink Gatorade and drive tractors. I felt like a real goober driving past all these fancy houses with a tractor sputtering like I was the Clampets or something.
Here we go, ahead.
Yeah, about 1 inch and a half and 3/4. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Okay. Are you gonna try to catch me working?
Kind of a hard task.
That was supposed to be your bale, Ben. Thanks a lot.
I loaded the first 2 loads.
Every once in a while, you have a little mishap with the twine. It got all tangled up trying to come through the box and tore itself in half. So we had to re-thread it. Now we got to kick these broken bales back through the baler. Don't try this at home. So my brother abandoned me to go talk to Mom up at the car. That's great. Also, since Dad took over driving the Oliver, it seems to be running just fine. So, not sure what that says about me. Oh, look who's back now that the work's almost over with, huh? Well, you guys remember that speech I gave earlier on about having gas in the tractor? What would you put the odds of this gas fixing the tractor's problem?
It didn't die, it'll start going downhill.
Yeah, I mean, that sort of makes sense. Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
Well, we have determined that we do not have spark. We're not 100% sure why. We got the dash opened up. We've been messing around in there, making sure wires are hooked up where they need to be. We've been checking out the points and the rotor and the condenser and everything, and we're probably gonna have to go get a multimeter and figure out if we've even got power to the coil at this point. But we're working on it. Give it a try. I don't like to use this terminology, but we are officially giving up. We went and ate supper, talked it over, came up with some ideas, had the auto parts store set out an ignition coil for us and came out and put that on, and still no spark. So I don't know what's going on. We've got power to the ignition coil. I adjusted the points so they're opening and closing. Gonna have to call in the professionals tomorrow morning. I decided to come back out at lunchtime today. I had talked to the mechanic and he said he was almost sure it was the points and condensers. This would be the condenser and these would be the points. I replaced the points and condenser, and I also replaced the ignition coil, and we still have no ignition whatsoever. So I don't know. It is what it is. Well, this is embarrassing. We had the real mechanic out this morning. So when I changed the points, which was the correct thing to do, I had the little wire out that grounds the points to the distributor and it looked fine. But when I put it back in and I was tightening it down, I think I broke the wire at that point because I'm pretty sure it wasn't broken when I had it out. But it was broken right at the end. So the points were not able to ground out. And when you don't have ground, you don't have anything. So the Oliver's back and running, everything is good. We didn't get quite all the square bales made that we wanted to. Everything is round baled now. Hay season is pretty well over. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time.